Friday morning and we're definitely masking. I always throw a ruler out here, tape measure out. These heavy duty ones will stand out, that way I can get rough measurements, pull the paper off. Paper machine here. I use this heavy resin paper on some of the things, and like I said, well, you guys don't like it, but still some newspaper. I've got my green tape here. The good 3M stuff. We all know how good that is, and expensive. $4 or $5 a roll. I also use the cheaper tape, tan stuff. I'll use that on areas after I put my green down. Any edges I want to mask down, I use the green. Areas like the trunk back here, this is where I'll use that resin paper. It's a little bit heavier, holds up a little bit better. I've made masking videos before. I back tape all these edges up underneath. I can show you here. I got one last place here to get what I do on these. Right here, this flange goes up underneath, and I take and I back tape this in the back side. Push this down real tight after I've cleaned it, wiped it. Make sure it's all clean back there. I let this much of the tape hang down. Then when I tear my paper off, I take it and I stick it to that back tape. It'll stick as soon as it touches. Not a problem. That way you know you got a good seal. It makes it really easy to do. Same way all these down here. The same way those were masked. Back tape those. On this car, it gets a new headliner and put in it, so I didn't completely close up. Just easier just to throw the plastic down on the inside, tape it on the edges, and I even throw some paper along these edges just to cover that up, so we don't paint the plastic. That way I can leave it on for the duration. Same way up here, tape this off, let the tape hang down. That much will keep my overspray up, basically all the way out of the inside. I painted these panels already with interior paint, so we tape them off. The dash, of course, we're not going to remove the whole dash, so only went down as far as we have to cover where the new repair is going to be. I've rolled the tape back here. I stuck this down on the firewall, and I've rolled it back. That way I've got a soft edge up here. This is supposed to be just a soft overspray edge on the top of that firewall, the transition from the body color green in this case to the black on the firewall. So we'll achieve that. And that's really all there is to it. I have to mask around the wheel wells here yet. Again, I'll back tape off of this lip right here. I'll tape and let the tape hang out here. Then I'll paper back and roll the paper up, and we'll cover everything up in here. And I'll do the same thing down here on this bottom. I'll take this edge and I'll let the tape hang down, and then I'll paper just like I did down here on the bottoms. And we'll let the paper hang down across the bottom of the back quarters and across the bottom of the rear valance. I'll bring you back and show you that when I get that on. Something else that I do on all of these is I let the trunk hinge protrude through a hole and then just tape relatively tight to it, 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch away. That way I overspray down under the trunk hinge. That simulates where it would have been painted like that from the factory with the interior trunk splatter paint and the rest of the hinge. That's how I achieve that look. This job we're going to also be painting the inside of the A-post. We got everything taped off that needs to be. So we can spray that A-post when we do the rest of the car. Alright, we'll see if you can see this. I'll try to stay out of the way of the camera here a little bit. Like I said, just take that paper, stick that right onto the existing tape. And it sticks right on there as soon as it touches it. There you go. All we have left then, we'll go ahead and we'll tape these edges up a little bit, stick them down. That's how you do that. Alright, here we are, all taped off. I'm going to leave the cover over top out here. Dry overspray might get on that, but that won't make any difference. We're only going to paint to here. Yeah, all the bottom is all done now. wheel wells, taped off all around them also. Anything to keep the overspray out. That we're done here. Oh, this should paint up really nice. So there you guys have it. Our mask off. We're ready to put some etch prime on now. I've got to do some more shop cleanup here before I do that. I want to get the other parts that have to be etched up here and get those ready too. Get everything on the stands where they have to be. Clean up all these carts and everything. The front fenders will be etched. Part of the header panel. Lower front valance. Of course, all the bare steel on the rest of the car. Trunk lid and doors. They won't get any etch put on them. There's really no bare metal to speak of. It's showing on just a few little spots here and there. So, but when I 2K prime, we'll hit these. Again, try to get it around the stand so when paint's in the gun, we can hit it all at once. Alright, there you have it. Everything's taped off. Alright, here's the last thing. I said I would probably paper here to stop any paint from getting on the plastic. That way I can leave the plastic in the car throughout the entire paint process. I went through about blowing any of the paint overspray that gets on the plastic off on the next part of the paint job. So that's what I did. I went ahead and papered everything off around the edges of the plastic. So there it is. It's all done. All masked and ready to go. Bring you back when we get ready to etch prime with some 2K prime on them.